I don't know why I'm so excited. And then she and the other crew, and she and the other What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am filming a book haul. I haven't filmed a book haul in a very long time because I was in a book buying ban for the whole month of August and September, but now we are almost at the end of November and I have acquired a few books. So I wanted to come on here and film this video. I love book hauls, so I thought I would film my own. I'm not promising this is the last book of the year, but I kind of am hoping it will be because I need to stop buying books, seriously. But yeah, I'll get right into this book haul because I have about 15 books to talk to you guys about today. So let's get started. So I'll start, I guess, with a few thriller books that I got. I recently discovered Peter Likes Books here on BookTube, and he reads a ton of cozy mystery books, and I read Arsenic and Adobo earlier this year, and it wasn't like a new favorite of mine, but I really enjoyed that book and it opened me to like a whole new world of cozy mystery. And then when I discovered him, I really wanted to get some cozy mystery books. So that's what I did. So I have a few to talk to you guys about. The first one is going to be Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q Sutanto. I'm sorry. This is kind of a cozy mystery slash romance book from what I'm understanding. This is about a girl who basically accidentally kills her date at a restaurant, and then she calls her aunt and she's like, hey, I just killed this guy, you need to help me. And that's the story. So it sounded really interesting. I bought it from Book Outlet, so it was pretty cheap, and I cannot wait to pick this one up. And then the next cozy mystery book that I bought is this one. It is called Death by Dumpling by Vivian Shen. If you guys know me at all, you'll know I love dumplings. I could eat that all day long, every day. I just love dumplings. So when I saw this, I think from Book Depository, I saw this series. I just had to pick it up. I have not heard anything about this book, so I picked it up on a whim. It was pretty cheap, so that's why I picked it up. It's about a girl named Lana Lee. The last place Lana Lee thought she would ever end up is back at her family's restaurant. But after a brutal breakup, a dramatic workplace walkout, she figures that a return to the Cleveland area to help wait tables is her best option for putting her life back together, even if that means having to put up with her mom, who is dead set on finding her a husband. Lana's love life soon becomes yesterday's news once the restaurant property management Mr. Fang turns up dead after delivery of shrimp dumpling from Huli. But how could this have happened when everyone on staff knew about Mr. Shang's severe life-threatening shellfish allergy? Sounds super interesting. It's a series. It's gonna be a super short book, I think, and I'm just really excited to read this one. I think I want to do a cozy mystery reading vlog, so I'm keeping those two books for that vlog. And then the other thriller book that I have is a YA thriller. I think it's the Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lee Lynn Barn. I heard so many good things about this book. It's everywhere. Everyone is raving about this book. It's about this high school girl who gets a phone call that this billionaire basically left her all of his money, but she needs to play a game for it, I think. Sounds super interesting. Everyone is raving about it. I had to pick up the book. The sequel just came out, and then the third book is set for next year, I think. So I cannot wait to pick this one up. And the cover is gorgeous too. Okay, so now let's go to the two romance books that I've bought recently. The first one is The Boyfriend Project by Farah Rachan. I got this one on Book Outlet on a sale that they had 2 for 1, or buy 2 get 1 free, I think. I've seen this book around for quite a bit now. I was always super intrigued by this book. It's about this girl who is dating this guy, but it ends up that he is also dating 2 other girls, and it becomes viral in this tweet. These 3 girls kind of form this group and make a pact on working on themselves and not dating anyone, but then obviously she meets this guy at her work, and she has to work with him, and he's super hot, and it's a romance book. Like I said, I've heard some pretty good things about this book overall, I think, and I've seen this book around for quite a bit, so I wanted to pick it up when I saw it on Book Outlet, and it was pretty cheap, so yes. And then the other romance book that I bought recently is The Duke and the Lady in Red by Lauren Heath. I bought this book after Jessica from Peace Love Book raved about this book like in several of her videos, so I just had to pick it up. It sounds super good. It's a historical romance book about this girl who needs money because someone in her family is sick, I think, and then she kind of corrupts this guy into giving her all of his money. Like when she's about to leave with all of his money, he sees her and he's like, what are you doing? Look, I'll make you a deal. And I'm saying this, it might be completely wrong, but I think that's what it is. He makes her a deal, it's spend a few days with me, and then after I'll give you all of the money. And obviously they fall in love. It sounds super good. Like I said, Jessica from Peace Love Book raved about this book, so I just had to pick it up. And I love the cover. I love the song Lady in Red by Krista Berg, so I thought it reminded me of that book. Or that book reminded me of that song, so I wanted to pick it up. So next is all fantasy books that I have. The first one is going to be Iron Widow by Ziran J. Zhao. I guess this is more of a sci-fi book. I've heard so many good things about this book. I am very excited about it. It's an Asian-inspired sci-fi book. It's like a revenge story and there's a robot. Everyone, like I said, is raving about it. I had to pick it up. I'm excited about this one. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of sci-fi, but I just had to pick it up. The next book that I bought is a sequel that I bought, which I was so excited about it ever since I read the first book, and it is Our Valiant End by Chloe Gong. I read the first book earlier this year and it was so good. I did not expect to like it as much. The first book is a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in the 1920s in Shanghai, mafia inspired, with these two rival gangs and weird things are happening to the city. It was so good and like it took me by surprise, so I had to buy the second book. And I mean, with how things ended in the first book, I cannot wait to read this one, so I'm excited. It came out like last week, but I haven't heard a lot of people read this one yet, so hopefully people like it. I'm excited, so yeah. The next book that I bought, I kind of bought on a whim one night. After a really long day, I went to the bookstore, as someone would do, to cheer myself up, and I ended up picking this book up, The City We Became by N.K. Jemisis. I basically read the first chapter in the bookstore and it sounded really interesting, so I wanted to buy it. It's about this place where cities have soul. Some are ancient as myth, others are as new as destructive as children. New York, she got 6, and all 6 will be called to arm in the greatest battle the city has ever fought. Sounds super interesting. Like I said, I read the first chapter in the bookstore and I just sounded really cool, and it's super different as well. I've never read anything by N.K. Jemisis. Next book that I want to talk to you guys about is The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace, or Facebook group I should say, from someone. She was in Canada, so it wasn't too expensive to buy it. It was basically almost the same price as the regular edition, but I think this is the limited edition. I thought it was really cute and really pretty. I did not expect this book to be this big. It's so big. I heard some mixed feeling about this book, but the cover got me really intrigued by it. It's about this, like, one is a vengeful princess seeking to dispose her brother from his throne. The other is a priestess searching for her family. Together they will change the fate of an empire. Like I said, I have not heard the best of things about this book, but I wanted to give it a try, and when I saw it on the Facebook group, I just thought I would pick it up. The next book that I bought is a special edition book, and it is the 10th anniversary, no, not 10th, well, no, it came out last year. It's the anniversary edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This is the Waterstone edition, I think. Anyways, I got this one because I only have like the regular edition, the like normal edition, and I always wanted a special edition of this book because I read it last year and I loved this book so much. It's not for everyone, and I completely like understand why people not love it, but I did. It was so good. It's about this girl who makes this deal with this devil so that she can live forever, but in making this deal, she gets cursed and people cannot remember her. So it's her living through life like that, and then one day she meets this guy who obviously can remember her, and it's their relationship as well. This was so good. I loved it, and I love this edition. I love the white. Look at the split edges, how pretty. Like, look at the end. papers. Look at the actual naked hardback. It was so pretty, and I'm really happy I read it. I kind of want to reread it in this edition and maybe annotate some stuff. And so it's so small too. It's like so cute. The next book that I got in a Fairloot box, and it is Defying Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I will be completely honest with you. I read The Curse for Dark and Lonely earlier this year, and I did not love it, surprisingly so. I thought I was gonna love it because I've heard so many good things about it. It wasn't for me. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't like anything spectacular for me. Also, I think I just don't love portal fantasy books, so that's just right there, it wasn't for me. My battery's dying, I need to hurry up. But I got this one in a, like I said, in a subscription box. I'm really happy about it. I know nothing about this one, but the cover is really pretty, and I will try it out soon. I have not heard anyone talk about this book, so we'll see, but I'm excited. Next book that I got is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chang. This book has been going around on BookTube lately, and people are loving it, so I had to have it. It's like a Mulan retelling fantasy book. Can she outwit her destiny and rise as high as she can dream? I'm so excited for this one. And the cover is so pretty too. And then the last book that I want to talk to you guys about is going to be Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This was in a Fairloot box, and I was so excited when I got it. First of all, the book itself is gorgeous. Look at these sprayed edges. It's just so pretty. Look at the book itself. Like, how pretty is this? And I really enjoyed Caravel, which was her other series. I thought it was super whimsical, super magical, and I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to try this book out, even I wanted to buy this book even before I knew it was in the Fairloot box. So I was super happy when I saw that Fairloot included it in their monthly subscription box. I don't know anything about this book except it's like a fairy tale whimsical book. I think it's about like broken hearts, and it's about happily ever after. I cannot wait to read it. I cannot wait to give it a try. That's pretty much it, guys. I have to go because, like I said, my battery is dying. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have you read any of these books? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!